I'm excited. I haven't done one of these in at least a week. This is Queen of the Murder Scene off of Queen of the Murder Scene. Hello, me. It's me again.
You don't really wanna be like me. I'm lost attention, nothing with me. You don't really wanna understand what it's like to have blood on your hands.
That chirpy synth thing in the back is kind of cool.
The crown is mine, and I really don't want to be sorry. You don't really wanna lose some fear. Dare to try and
Are those
lift
track
up my
vocals?
fear.
Sorry, what? Korosu, Korosu. They said that they do some Japanese on one of their songs. This is it.
I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, 'cause you can't even see the fact that this can be controlled by anything but let's see you try.
This song is evil.
No emotion.
This song is very evil. Danny sounds great. Ooh, great fill. This song is really good.
Give me something worth living for. My words all will make everything good. It's not something I like to conceal.
This song is evil. It's gonna be on edge. That part is so weird. It like jumps the beat. Listen to her dig into this string. She switched off the Oh, this song is excellent. She's not playing the spearfish. It's a good bass line. Is this an honest to goodness guitar solo from Daniela Villarreal? I've never heard one. Yep. Nice.
You wanna destroy me.
This song is really good. This song is really good. What the bitchy shrieks? It's kind of funkish. It just ends. Oh, wow. That was... Warning. That's about right. Okay. I think by now in the almost year to the date, just about, that I have been talking about the warning on this channel, I have watched many live performances from them. Probably not as much as you, if you are a Warning fan and are watching this video. Thank you. Probably not as many as you have consumed, but I think I have consumed enough to step out on the ledge of this opinion and have it hold some weight just based on the sampling of live performances by The Warning that I have watched. And that opinion is, I think this is, for me, the best live performance I have seen them do. This song was excellent. And they sounded, for a band that almost always sounds, again, in my opinion, better than their studio stuff. Like when they play live, I think their stuff sounds a lot. It's not just better. It's almost like it's more full. Like there's real energy when they play. Yeah, for someone like me that generally enjoys the Warning's live performances compared to their studio stuff, this one stands out. Queen of the Murder Scene at Lunario stands apart from the rest of them. Now, keep in mind, this is the 10th. I'm going to say it's the 10th song on the album. So I've watched 10 of these from Lunario. I think this is their best. I really do. For a bunch of reasons. Like, I'm hearing stuff that I had not heard them kind of do before. And, like, there's some little things, like the lower octave vocals, backup vocals. I don't know if that was tracked or if that was Paulina singing them. I've heard her talk in the past, talk about how her vocal range, while, how do they put it? Like, based on her speaking voice, you think she would have, like, lower range, but she doesn't. She actually said she kind of struggles with some of those lower notes. So I don't know if that was her. It was a really long-winded way of me saying, oh, maybe she was kind of pushing herself, challenging herself vocally. The effects, the shrieking, like all that stuff was really, really cool. Normally they're in this live show a lot. I shouldn't say a lot, but there are some pieces, mainly from what Danny's doing, that get tracked in. So she can, focus on playing one part and singing and performing. I didn't hear as much of that this time through, and the tracked stuff was more of like the synths in the background, those screams. Just the overall structure of this song is very different than anything I have heard from Queen of the Murder Scene, where a lot of the songs have been... Oh, okay. I'll put it like this. If you've watched enough of these videos, again, thank you for watching. You've heard me discuss my general love of how they write their choruses. Like, I think the Warning choruses are almost always very strong. This song doesn't really, like, have an obvious chorus, at least to me. I gotta probably listen to it a couple more times just to get my head around the pathing and mapping of this song, but it really reminds me more of, I think I said prog, but it's not like prog rock. Like, it's not like Rush or Dream Theater, your typical prog rock bands, but it is progressive in the literal sense of the word, where it's almost like instead of having like an A, B, A and B being parts of the song, like when you write it out, like you'll come up with something and you go, all right, this is A, and then you'll write, the second half of a verse and go, well, this is B. This kind of does that. Queen of the Murder Scene kind of does that, but it's like it changes so much that it'd be like A1, A2, B1, B2. And even then, I don't think I'm doing like a great job of like explaining how this song is structured. The chorosu part could be, I guess it could be called the chorus. It's really more of like a refrain, like the repeat. But what's interesting about that, and again, I don't know if it's the chorus or not, what's interesting about how it's all laid out is, how do I put this? normally you have a piece that builds. You have a piece, right? And it builds into a chorus sometimes. How do I make this make sense? Whereas this lick, the chorosu part, could be considered a chorus, but it is the piece that is building, almost like a crescendo. It's getting louder, louder, and it builds into that next da 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 da. The point is that part is low, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger, and jumps into the next part up here, as opposed to if it were the chorus, you would need something, or not need, but you would have something, supposedly, that would build into that. If any of that makes sense. I don't think it really does. Let me see if I can put it another way. That's normally you want your chorus to be like the big kick of the song. Whereas if this chorosu part is the chorus, it's actually the builder, not the buildee. I'm not doing a great job of explaining it. Again, the general like blueprint of this song is really odd. It's very weird, and I like it a lot because I haven't really heard, like, you can tell like they worked their asses off on writing this song. As I've been watching these video logs, they have mentioned, at least Paulina, I don't know if it's true for all of them, but Paulina specifically has mentioned, like, at the time of the writing of this, there was a lot of like K-pop influences and Japanese rock influences, and at least in the non-traditional structuring of like the first verse to the second verse, or like the reverse build of where the chorus should be. One of the many things I love about Japanese rock music is it doesn't follow the like traditional outline of what like a rock song is. If you've been a fan of The Warning for any amount of time, you've probably seen them collaborate and perform with Bandmade. I love Bandmade. I love Bandmade so much. And one of the reasons I really love Bandmade is their ability to really change things up for the better from like their first verse to the second verse. And this does that to a degree. I think the overall outline of the guitar following the melody is there, but like the drums kind of switch up, you know, when it gets into that drop on the double bass pedals. Man, I am doing a really bad job of explaining this song, but it's just a weird song, and it doesn't sound like anything else that they've really done so far. And I think that's why I like it so much. And to go along with that, I think for me, this is, I think, the best I've heard this young Daniela sound at this show. And she's been killing it all along. Right away, I loved the tone of her guitar. I was ready for it this time, despite the fact that I completely missed that she had been playing this beautiful Rick-tuned Spearfish for like a vast chunk of the concert. She switches back to, it's like this all-black Manson. I'm sure I've talked about this in the past with other bands. I'm sure I've talked about this with The Warning. But the ability to sing very well, play very well, and perform very well. Like, if you can do one of those things at a high level, like, that's, to me, is amazing. But they do all three. They make it look very easy. Like, she is in her full James Hetfield strutting, you know, her face in this song. And again, I think it's the tone of how, like, sinister and creepy and weird this song is. I think she sounded great. I think the lead playing was really good. I've never heard her solo before. I would say with the exception of Dull Knives Cut Better, which just ended. I've never listened to a song by The Warning and thought like, oh, I liked that, but they should have done this. Or this was really good, but what they should have done here was this. or hey, they should have added this, or there should have been like a guitar solo, for instance. I really wish Daniela would fill up 16 bars with some pentatonic shreddy thingy, which is almost what this is, but almost. I'll get to that in a second. I could not have been caught more off guard by how this solo fit into the song. One, if I've never heard you play anything like this before, why would I ever expect it? And two, I think where it fell in the song, I was not prepared for. I liked how this solo bridged the rest of the song. Total aside, I have not listened to the studio version of it, so I don't know what it sounds like, but I love going from the solo to nothing but the vocals, and then that double bass kicks back in, and then they build again, and then it's that banshee shriek thing sample in the backing tracks. Like, that whole sequence of the song was really, really interesting. I thought it was really good.
If you wanna destroy me,
I got to imagine this song was not so easy to write. Like, it sounds complicated. It sounds very complicated. Like, I've been trying to kind of map it out. Maybe it'll make more sense if when I sit down and figure out what Alejandra's doing, and she's doing a lot in this song, by the way. It might make more sense then when I actually teach the parts to myself, but just having only listened to it a few times now, again, the structuring of this song is all over the place. I think that's really cool. It's like they had these pieces, 1, 2, and 3, and then it was, let's find a way to kind of loop everything. Maximum the Hormone does that. Please don't sue my channel, Maximum the Hormone. I'm not going to play any of your stuff. I love you guys. I'm just using you as an example. Please don't sue me. No, for real, I love Maximum the Hormone. Maximum the Hormone will grab, that's another great Japanese rock band, by the way. They will have part 1, part 2, part 3, and they just kind of cycle them. And if you're not really paying attention, you don't know that you've really just been listening to the same parts over and over again. Because if they're well written and well played, why would you notice? Because you're having fun listening to good music, and that's what this is. And it really seemed like they had these parts, and here, let me find the example that got me down this hole. This song has these bridgy parts and not bridgy parts. Oh god, I don't know why that just no. We're never saying bridgy parts again. There's gotta be a better way to put that. Connecting. These connecting parts. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll never utter the B word again. Having the bits where the guitar follows the melody and then it goes into the little Megadeth, and then just kind of figuring out how to bring everything together. One of them was that weird da 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 da. The solo, another bridgy part, connecting part. Yeah, it's a very non-traditional rock song. I'm not done. I still have 2 or 3 more songs left. I think for me, it's safe to say that this has to be one of my favorites that I've heard off this album. And really, the last handful of songs I've listened to have been really, really good. Again, only my opinion. I love these songs. Maybe, your favorites are the first 3. For me, my favorites have really been the last 3 or 4 that I've heard. And the stuff that's usually more popular gets pushed onto the front end of the CD, whereas I am of the opinion that their strongest stuff has been on the back half. Just in the last couple of weeks, I've done Queen of the Murder Scene, Dull Knives Cut Better, Sinister Smiles, and The Sacrifice. And again, with 3 more songs to go, Queen of the Murder Scene, it has to be number 1 for me. It's so good. It's weird. It's creepy and off-putting, and I love it. Watching these 3 talk about the song confirmed some stuff. I feel very vindicated.
In terms of struggle, it was ugh, and then Queen of
Queen of
Mercy.
Mercy, yes.
Yeah.
Man,
Definitely,
the songs that you
definitely.
start.
I must have seen a bit of this before because I knew there was a song on it before I listened to it where they were speaking Japanese. And korosu, through my limited knowledge of the Japanese language, korosu is not something you would hear in like conversational Japanese. It is one of those words you would hear screamed at the top of one's lungs in some anime cartoon. One thing that I didn't know, and this is why I like these like director's commentary kind of things, but those shrieks really didn't give it a second thought. Like I just thought it was some, like electronic trigger or like a sound effect or something. Those were the screams that were cut during the demo process.
I don't know where I got those screen sounds.
It was perturbante, that's what it was.
What I'm really hoping is the structure of the song makes more sense to me after I teach myself the parts. Like I'm not like this great bass player or anything, but one of the things I think I am pretty good at is like remembering a piece of music. And so what I'm hoping is when I sit down and learn it, the path of the song makes more sense to me and I can come out on the other side of it going, okay, this makes more sense to me. This one really threw me. And I'm going to go try and learn some of it.
You don't really wanna be like me. I'm lost attention of the infinite. You don't really wanna understand what it's like to have blood on your head. You don't deserve us from the crown is mine, and I really don't want to be sorry. You don't really wanna lose some fear. Dare to try and this above my dear. I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, 'cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion. A perfect scene for the murder queen. Can't always tell us a mortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. Give me something worth living for. My words all will make everything good. It's not something I like to conceal. I have no mercy and I never will. And I don't wanna destroy ya. Open your eyes, 'cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but let's see you try. I'm a machine, no emotion. A perfect scene for the murder queen. You can't always kill what's immortal, but it just doesn't apply to me. If you wanna destroy me, open your eyes, 'cause you can't even see the fact that I just can't be controlled by anything but
I understand this song so much better now. You made it to this point of the video. Thank you so much for watching up until now. Yes, I comprehend the layout of the song better than I did before I went into it. I guess the simplest way I can put it is there's really 3 parts to the song. At least as far as the bass went, the bit at the beginning, the "you don't really want to be like me," I thought of that as part A. The Korosu part was part B, because there is no deviation there. But then in part C, the "and I don't want to destroy you," that's where the B, C circle kind of starts. C1, C2, I think that's how I had it. And then from there, it's just kind of fitting everything together. I did so many takes on this song. I definitely don't spend the time verbalizing how much I enjoy Alia as a bass player as I should. This song was a lot of fun to learn and to play. Dull Knives Cut Better. Out of everything that I've learned from this album, Dull Knives Cut Better was the most fun to play. I think Queen of the Murder Scene overtakes that. Despite me not playing it the way it should be played, as far as I could tell, because Alejandra seemed to be like a great bass student and she's just a clean player, can make that 1st fret to 4th fret stretch effortlessly. And if I splayed my hands the way I was supposed to, I could probably do it too, but I don't have like that pinky grip strength. Being able to hammer on with the pinky there is probably like no problem at all. I absolutely cheated my way. I think everything I've heard on the Lunario concert, as well as a lot of the other live stuff, a lot of the studio stuff, her bass tracks are so... it's like a bell. Just so easy to hear and to pick up, and it's not like lazy bass playing. It's not just like support bass playing. The lines are fun and they're creative and they're weird sometimes. I've had a blast putting together some of these songs, and to go along with the enjoyment I've had of like the last 3 or 4, the bass stuff that goes along with it has been like as much fun, if not more. Dude, I think she's such a pro bass player, like just a absolute professional. Very much enjoy learning all the Warning bass stuff, and it helped me understand the song Queen of the Murder Scene a little bit better. I think that's it. I only got a couple more of these. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah. Psychotic Hunter in the End. Stars always something. I don't know. The title cuts off. I'll figure that out when I get to that, but that time is not now. It is time for me to say thank you once again for watching. Thank you to the Warning for this wonderful concert that you guys put on 7 years ago. I'm really enjoying it. The fans, you guys did not oversell this. It has been as good as you said it would be. I think my next song that I'm doing is Psychotic, or Psychotic, whatever, however the title is said. That's the video. I will see you, and thank you again. Roll credits.
You can be this